Hey everybody, my name is Julio and welcome to Tech Life. It has been a very long time since I have made a video on this channel, and this is extremely impromptu, so sorry if the quality is not going to be that great, but I really just wanted to make this because I still get questions all the time regarding the coding bootcamp and I got to look at the right place, if if it was worth going to the boot camp and if I'm working now as a software engineer. So right up front, I'll just say yes, I think it's working, or yes, I think it's good to go to the boot camp, and no, I am not working as a software engineer. So now let me go into that just a little bit deeper. I think I am a very unique case. um, I do think that if I had pursued becoming a software engineer, I think it would have happened. Many of my friends from the boot camp are now working as software engineers, and it varied in time for when they got hired. Some got hired within a few months, and some it took 18 months to close to 2 years before they got a job. But well, before they got like an official software engineer title. They did some things before that, but so here's why I think I'm a unique case. I was working in law enforcement when I started attending the boot camp, and my family and I had a plan to leave law enforcement, and my wife was going to leave her career so that we could travel the country with our kids for a year. So I wanted to go to a boot camp because I thought it would improve my chances of getting a remote job as a software engineer, and I could do that for money. Um, so I went to the boot camp. When I finished the boot camp, I still had about 5 months before we were going to leave. So it didn't make sense for me to leave my job in law enforcement because I was making good money to try and like pursue a career in software engineering, because it was going to, like I said, my friends, my friends that made it, it took 4 months or so for them to get a job. But it's really important that you keep working really hard at getting that, and it just wasn't going to work out for me. I think I had some I don't know, delusions of being able to get a job right after the boot camp, and especially then as a remote engineer, which just maybe now after the pandemic that'd be a little easier, but back then in early 2019, I think, that just wasn't the norm. So that's why I'm not working as a software engineer now. Why do I think it was still good? Is because I think it still going to boot camp has still helped me out a lot. So I work for a cybersecurity company now, and going to the boot camp and a few other courses that I also did, I think all of that combined has helped make me a good candidate for the work that I've done since then. And just having that knowledge, I think, has also helped me be a better employee, for my different employers. I've done two tech jobs, or I've been with two different tech companies, the one I am with now and a previous one, and I think understanding code, and they were both software as a service companies. So understanding code and just being familiar with that, I think makes me better at my job. Now, is that knowledge worth $10,000? No, not in itself, but I use the VA to pay for that. So, and I think if I decided to still go ahead and go back into it, it'd be a lot easier having that. So, if you are going to do it, I would suggest that if you're going to make the investment, definitely you want to pursue getting a career right away. So yeah, I hope that's helpful. I think I just really told you more about like what I did. I really want to give you more about like, is it worth it? And like I said, yes, it is. So I guess let me say more about like in a normal situation, like and I've said it in a bunch of my videos. regarding the coding bootcamp, but the coding bootcamps are a difficult time commitment. The material itself is not overly complex, but the amount of time that's required for you to learn the new information and then learn it to a point to where you can use it is a big time commitment. So and then I think a big mistake that some people make is that they after graduation they let it go. So once I immediately realized that after graduating from the boot camp that I was not going to be able to continue like working on my code as much as I wanted to, because we were getting ready to leave and there was a bunch of things going on, and I saw how quickly your skills go away. So when you graduate from the boot camp, do not stop. If you go to a 6-month boot camp like I did, a 6-month part-time boot camp, you may as well make it like 9 months in your head or even 10 months. And that last part is all just you're working on applications and you're working on your code. What you don't want is like because you'll be putting stuff on GitHub, so you don't want like 6 months of active GitHub post, and then when you graduate all of a sudden it just drops down to like once a month when you were doing several times a week. That's just not going to look good. And then by this point everybody knows bootcamp projects. Like employers know what a bootcamp project is, and I think that's okay. I mean, so you really want to pursue your own things after the bootcamp and just show that you're still dedicated. And it's going to take a while. From what I've seen with my friends, it takes some hard work after you graduate, but it is definitely possible. And a whole bunch of them, like I said, a whole bunch of my friends from the boot camp are now software engineers, and I think they're really happy with what they're doing. The boot camp I went to is not as selective up front, so you do have a number of students that I don't know. I don't want to say they don't belong there, but that they're just not going to become software engineers, and it's just really all it is. And you learn who they are quickly. I think they think they wanted to do it, or I don't know, for whatever reason it just doesn't work out for them. And they graduate with you, but there's different levels for sure, and you can tell. So anyways, it's already 8 minutes into this video, and I think I'm just rambling now. So I hope this helps a little bit, and I'd say I'll see you at the next one, but I don't know if there'll be a next one. All right, bye.